Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, what am I going to be here? Your friendly, wrathful master, glorious master. One sounds ominous, one sounds self-serving. So, yeah, I'll let you guys decide which one I am for this evening. But we are playing, continuing on with our adventure, Hands of the House, playing Cubicle 7's outstanding Wrath and Glory role-playing game, originally written by Ulysses Spila. This is a side or a war story from our regular Rogue Trader campaign, taking place while the crew of the Mortis Probati were out at the searching for treasures and that lost ship. Viewers in our regular campaign will know that the ship was gone for almost an entire year on account of the warp mishap. So this takes place during that time on the not planet per se, but the community of Footfall. And with me tonight are the stars of the Hands of the House campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got James.
Hi, I'm James, and I'm playing Desura, who's a sanctioned psyker.
Very nice. Next up is
working
Jeffrey.
For House Aquari.
Yes, very important. Next up is Jeffrey.
I'm Jeff, and I am playing Ignatius Aquare, and he is a bit of a rogue and a scoundrel, and maybe not quite as famous and well loved as his cousin.
Yeah, not yet, at least. And last, but certainly not least, joining the crew, or the side crew, the lower deck crew, whatever you want to call it, is Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Dr. Kraus, a death corpse of Krieg Quartermaster. That's what I think is the description, I think.
Very nice. So, guys, why don't we bring Dr. Klaus up to speed with what has happened thus far. Our first session brought us to Footfall. And what kind of troubles did you guys get yourselves in that first session?
Oh no. It's not the right notes. Oh man, there are so many people's names, I won't remember them.
Well, there were two, I think, key important things that occurred during that first session. One of them are related to a unexpected accosting that occurred while you guys were out, wheeling and dealing. And the other thing was a little more welcome. It was someone who wanted to give the house a gift.
These were the pilgrims who we had encountered in the main storyline.
Yes.
The rogue traders had rescued these pilgrims from hideous death with pirates.
Yeah. It turns out they were bound for a place called Hephaestion's Rest. Or at least one of the people who was with them, a holy alchemist who was destined for a monastery where they fabricate in utter silence these psychically infused tarot that sanctioned psychers can use as a focus in glory of the Emperor of Mankind. That was the thanks that was wanted to pass over. Or I guess first off, do you remember what the thanks was going to be?
We were going to look after the thigh bone or something like that. Saint Hephaestia. But we had to go and collect it and then bring it back in safely.
Correct. And then, so that was the end of last session and the beginning of our last session. What other, I don't want to say trouble did you get up to, but what other activities did you indulge in that first session? You did make some friends.
A friend, yeah.
Yeah. Does the name Vendragoth ring a bell whatsoever?
Yes.
So we were trying to track down who had ambushed us, and then we were sort of working its way back, and that's how we came across Vendragoth while we were trying to track down who it was.
Yep, Vendragoth was a
he gave
middleman.
us the lead. Yep. So he was. So we gave him a trinket of House Aquari to symbolize our friendship, future friendship. And then we went off to track down the guy who would might have been behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And there we interrogated him psychically as well to get another lead. But I think at that point we had to abandon that.
Well, you did identify
right?
who the house was that was seemingly working against you.
Yep.
That was House Ban Seth, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then it was House Trask, I believe, is the one that you found an ally in.
Seth, enemy. Trask.
Oh, you made another friend too. A more
friends.
like permanent. That was Rook, the info broker. Rook was the info broker in Footfall. Vendragoth wasn't the guy who turned to your side. Vendragoth was the guy who hired the people to kill you at the behest of House Ban Seth.
Right.
Yep.
So, last session, you guys met with it was Captain Coronia and his vessel, the Naglfar.
Right.
For the Ship of the Dead from Norse legend.
Yes.
I'm sure nothing portentous about that. How did the trip end up?
Well, the trip was okay. The journey was not too bad. We got lots of information from him. He was friendly, and we learned about the monks that live there. And but then when we arrived, he immediately saw something suspicious, a light in the tower.
The solarium, yeah.
On the solarium. And so we were a little bit concerned about that, but we still, came all this way and basically needed to complete our task here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got off the ship, and then I don't remember what order, whether we were attacked first and then we saw that the ship got destroyed, or the ship was destroyed and then we were attacked.
I think the ship was destroyed first because you heard the rumbling and you saw the monks coming towards you, and one of you guys made a successful awareness check and saw there was something unnatural. One seemed to have a third arm. And this.
Right.
Never good in a monk.
Mm-mm. So, Dr. Klaus, we can assume that you came along with the crew, and we're just, I don't really care. You weren't in that first fight. But whatever the reason we want to come up with, I'm more interested in just playing the game. So you did come along, and perhaps were just delayed, or perhaps you were watching near to make sure that the transport, the Naglfar, didn't leave. And perhaps when the Naglfar exploded, you came running through the access tunnels. The monastery itself, Hephaestion's Rest, is built onto one of the rocks that would have been part of Footfall at some point, but has been brought off and is orbiting around a dead world with the same kind of high-pressure, caustic atmosphere as like Venus. So this thing is around there. The Naglfar and seemingly Captain Coronia have both been destroyed. You have come running down, and as you were running back, you could hear the sound of, I want to say bolter fire, but let's just see. I can't remember what they had. You guys are both upright, so probably not bolters.
No.
It was auto pistols, right? So just handguns. So, Doctor, I think perhaps you come running up, but before we get going, there is one neat thing we do at the start of every Wrath and Glory game, and that is set up your objective for the session. So, let's go. I'll go in order here. I think it's a D6 I ask. Desura, would you give us a D6 roll, please? And if you achieve this, you get a point of wrath.
Now, quick question.
Yep.
That I missed. Do we start with 0 wrath, or
you start with
what we
2
had at the end of
wrath,
the
I
last
think.
one?
And you start with
right.
2 wrath, and you start with 0 glory.
Yep.
And where I think what we started doing last session is doing the way we treat or track luck in Traveler, where we just enter it in. Oh, maybe we didn't. No, I'm fucking making things up.
Okay.
I just don't know where you're.
No, definitely not.
Let me grab the Aquila then.
Yeah, like we had like a tracker thing, right?
I thought so. I wonder if there is. I should check again to see if there is a API add-in that will track that for you, because there is one for rolling dice. And I know there's something similar in the Star Wars. There's an API plugin you can get for Fantasy Flight Star Wars that'll track that stuff. Okay, so then Desura, that was a 4. Oh, you rolled twice.
Oh, I rolled many times. My lag is.
All right, so we'll take the first one, because it didn't add anything to the 4, right? It was just a flat out. Yep, that was just a flat roll. Yeah, yep. Okay, so 4. Ooh. So here's when your objective for the session will be to pass judgment on an individual you have never met through knowledge from warp sight.
Oh.
For Sean, just because I flipped to it, would you give us a D6 roll, please? Now I'll start calling you Dr. Klaus from now on. All right, Doctor.
Klaus.
Ooh, so your objective is to compare the protection given by faith in the Emperor to a piece of armor or cover. If you do that, you get a point of wrath back. And for Jeffrey, would you give us, for Ignatius, give us a D6 roll, please?
The old D6, here we go.
3. Spend some time admiring your ship and reminiscing on journeys through the void. If you do that...
Well, it's in a million parts, so...
I don't think he owned that. That wasn't technically his ship, but... All right, so then, guys, we start our session with Dr. Klaus. You know, we maybe in the film version of this thing, we would hear the sound of whap, 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 boots on metal or tiled, probably tiled because of the ornate nature of the mosaics and whatnot in here. Whack, whack, whack on the ground, and we can hear the kind of, raspy through the gas mask as well, because like any good corpsman, or any Krieger, I suppose, you were always going to be wearing that thing. I did not know much about Krieg until I was reading yesterday for backstory for your character, and it is a fucked up planet. They both, it's honestly, you know what it is? It's fucking Skaro. It's basically Skaro from Doctor Who in the Genesis of the Daleks episode. So a timely reference, right? A 1970 whatever episode. Nothing but the most current of references around these parts. So Dr. Klaus comes running around a corner, and I guess, what does he see? Desura, you're probably the first one he sees. Those steps are big, grand staircases, understated in their ornamentation, but quite impressive in the way that they are constructed. What does he see as Dr. Klaus comes running down that corridor to the north that goes off there?
Well,
oh no, you're asking them, right?
I'm asking Desura first. That you're the
Yeah.
She's the first one you would see.
Yep. So you'll see that there's ice coating a lot of the surfaces because of a little bit of psychic fun and frolics at the end of last episode, and you can see the smashed corpse of a gene stealer cultist lying in front of her.
Yeah. And I think as soon as you run up
with the power stuff.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you give us? Let's get some dice rolling right away. Why don't you give us I think it's a lore check. No, it's not called lore. It's called scholar. You should give us a scholar check, Doctor.
All right.
And it should be defaulting to the correct stat right away.
Yeah, intellect looks good.
Yeah.
And I take it that I was going through my equipment and I noticed that the uplifting primer can affect scholar tests, but there may not be time. Is that a study thing, you think? Or?
I'd let you, yeah, because I'm assuming, like a good, member of the Imperial Guard, you dutifully study that book every evening.
Of course.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and give us a, so you get one bonus dice. Make sure you add that onto the sheet before you make your roll. And it's the bonus dice, not a bonus to the dice, because that'll add a modifier to each of your dice instead.
Okay. Bonus die going in the bonus field. Here we go.
Boom, 2 successes. So
I prefer to use that roll I did as a demo while we were talking in the first.
Here's what you can do. You could spend a point of wrath and just re-roll all your non-failures. All the non-successes. So when you click re-roll on the button there, what it does is it just re-rolls the ones that didn't come up as either a icon or an exalted icon.
Do I know what I needed?
A 2 is probably good enough. With the gene stealers are just something, I think you don't know much about it. This would be like you'd see one of the terrifying Xenos that are spoken of. It's unlikely that the Imperial Guard would be deployed against unless you were in a really bad situation.
Unless someone made a horrendous mistake.
Unless someone made a horrendous fucking mistake, it's unlikely you would. And I mean, when does that happen? The Administratum being so flawless in their execution of things. I think you know that it's a Xenos, and you think it doesn't look human at all, obviously. And you just don't know any of the particulars about it.
Yeah.
Of what these are and what they spread for. Ignatius, I can't remember if it was Ignatius or Desorda who made the good roll, but Jeff is not really, familiar with the 40K lore. So we got to tell him all about Tyranids last time, which was really great. So you see that there's some Xenos thing, and if you look over, you can see against the pillar of that massive statue, I think Ignatius may have his hand up. The agent, the factotum for House Aquare, he seems to have been injured.
Yes. Quite injured.
Is it kind of still my turn? Is it my thing?
Yeah, we're not in turn order right now, so you guys can just do whatever you like.
I'll exclaim already, and I'll go screaming over there as I'm able.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So, if there's a couple of ways you can try and treat this. One is by using first aid. Now, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that there was a restriction on number of uses of first aid. So long as you have the time, I think you're able to use Medicae each time. Doing the cubicle 7 thing and reading the last sentence.
Right.
Nothing in there. So you, if you want to give us a Medicae check, you get the +1, I think, from your archetype ability, and it's a difficulty of 3. Ignatius, do you want him to come up to you, or do you wish to retreat back to where he is?
Maybe I'll meet him on the back this way, because that, in case anything comes through that door.
Okay.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Yes. I I mutter through, and it's always muffled. I should like put on like a K95 to kind of like get that kind of raspy behind the mask.
Well, I'll tell you, like, he's obviously subordinate to Ignatius, but probably because he's forced to be here on account of the long-term obligation to the Quare family, that maybe he's resentful of it.
Yeah, and there's going to be some curmudgeonry in the middle of the battle Medicae. I mean, please. Like, really? You can't find cover? My gosh.
It's interesting, isn't it? Within the Aquari dynasty, the hired help are definitely pissy towards the family. All throughout.
Well, I mean, I would never put up with it, but Ignatius, he's soft.
So then,
At
Doctor,
this point, he's just not feeling great. So
at your leisure, go ahead and give us a Medicae check with 1 bonus dice. All right.
I failed the bonus die. I failed to
add the bonus dice. So give us click on the 1 dice. Let's see what that comes up as. Right now, you've got 1 success over.
10 should do it.
Yeah, that's each exalted icon. So you've got the successes you need to heal 1, and then you can heal 3 more. So you can heal 4 wounds with that roll.
Wow.
How bad does Master Quare look?
It's pretty serious. Like you're a Claude, weren't you? Yeah, but they like talons that can rip through Terminator armor, and he managed to take that hit and walk away from it.
And what other choices are there so I can add to the healing? Is there any reason not to?
No, there's not necessarily. You could do it. You spend it. You shift an exalted icon to make it go faster. You can get a better quality of success, whatever we determine that's going to be.
Yeah. Let's. I mean, I will heal as much as needed, and if speed is of any consequence.
Probably not. For this particular roll, like you need 3 successes in order to make to heal 1 wound, and then each exalted icon shifted in addition to that gets you 1 more. So that'll give him 4 back. So he's at 5 out of 6 now. He was down to 1.
Pretty good
out of 6. Yeah. You guys can all see each other's wound bars, right?
Yeah,
I can see them anyway.
Yeah,
I can see.
All right.
We'll discuss my pay later.
Well, pay is always adequate.
So, it appears that you have lost your means of transport. It appears that the monks here have been infiltrated by a Gene Stealer cult. We rolled last time as well. Ignatius was aware that the Gene Stealers, there is no Tyrannid swarm that is present in the Coronis Expanse. So if their Gene Stealers are making inroads here, or are trying to, that may be a way of them trying to set a beacon to draw a swarm here, because that's how they move. The other thing is, I guess, I'm not sure you're aware one way or the other whether this was a setup for you or whether this is just extraordinarily bad timing.
Right. Or maybe they had an inkling that something bad was coming and they wanted us to take into our possession their most sacred artifact to protect it from whatever's happening here. We don't
spoken like a true
really know.
So, what do you guys wish to do next?
Do we want to go towards the solarium? Or back to where the ship was? Were there any other ships that we saw?
No. This place has only been serviced by the Naglfar. You may recall that Captain Coronia is the only one approved to go, which is why you guys had to travel with him.
Yeah.
Doctor is fussing quite roughly with the captain's bandages. Stop fidgeting, Captain.
Factotum, not captain.
Oh, what is it? Factotum?
Factotum, yeah, he has no vessel. You can just call him Ignatius, I think. That's what Desura seems to have been referring to him as.
Yes.
So, what to do? What stands before you at the top of the stairs is the entrance. Massive steel or some kind of composite wall doors that likely serve both as a way of signifying the glory of the Emperor of Man and the way that you enter into the nave, the first holy space of this monastery, and also serves as a way of fortifying against sieges from any would-be pirates and such. We didn't spend too much time dwelling on it, but Ignatius and Desura, what do you guys make? And how are you feeling knowing that there are potentially gene stealers infesting this place?
It is most troubling. I think we did talk a little bit about it, that we need to get out of here alive so that we can get news to the I can't remember what James said they were called. Inquisition? Yes.
Desura also detected and dispelled or denied the witch to a psychic manifestation.
Yeah, so there's something, presumably that's the normal. Do I know stuff? I think we concluded I knew stuff around gene stealers, right?
Yeah. I think did you roll a scholar last time?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think so.
I forget. I think somehow we ended up with me being aware of it. So then I know, it's normally these cults, they are led by a priest of some kind. Who leads, the growth of this abomination. And I feel that this must be some psycho. I fought him off, but he will be back.
Yeah. Desura knew enough that whoever the head of this cult, this powerful Xenos corrupted psyker, he will serve as one of a growing number of them. They evangelize by corrupting the very flesh of the loyal servants of the Emperor, and by doing so set up effectively a large psychic pulse. And the more members of the cult, the stronger that pulse is, the easier it is for the tyrannid swarm to follow. And if a swarm reaches the Coronis Expanse, not only is it doomed for all who live in here, even worse, there will be no profit for House Aquare.
Not good.
And even if this is not the Imperium, this is still should be something the Imperium should know about on its borders.
Right.
Desura, would you give us another scholar check? And I'll give you 2 bonus dice on this, please. There's something to do with psychers, so I think it would be in your likely in your wheelhouse. 3 successes. That's good.
Sorry,
enough.
you may have.
Did you roll the 2 bonus dice as well?
No,
you rolled
he never
5?
gave me a dial.
Oh no! Remember, we have to.
I should have put the bonus die in that. Yeah,
that's
sorry.
okay. Roll 2 separate dice. Let's see if we can squeeze some extra successes.
Yeah, let me just. The lag on this thing is just 2d6.
Nice, an exalted icon. So that is 5. Let me think about what the options might be for, because you only needed 3 to get the success here. Why don't I give you some basic information? You can decide what the shift could be, some extra information. So, what you... what was my point with this, too? I'm trying to remember what else. I got so lost up, or caught up in my thought of what's going on. Oh, yes. What is it, Desura? Because we talked about this, and Desura probably would have been mindful of, or at least be thinking of what, the purpose of the monastery is, because it does fall into her field. What is it they make here?
Oh, it's the psychic focus material.
Yes.
Oh.
And this is not good to have the Gene Stealer priest around that. They must be feeding off it.
Or pretend these... So, yeah, there's that. So there would be the assets here. There are also the products of this place are shipped out all across the Imperium. These are prized, unique artifacts treasured by psychers if they gain them. Have you any questions? You got that shift?
Now, so I just worked through it. They're all They were presumably these were all initially taken to Footfall by the ship we were on, and then distributed from there. So
some members there were always. Oh, whether the Gene Stealers arrived here as part of the missionaries, that's actually an interesting question. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would depend how long they were active here. You know that Gene Stealers from your role from before, they can be insidiously hidden. And while these ones who served as kind of frontline guards for their obvious, powerful Xenos mutations, there are some who would easily pass for human. And you would not know the corruption that lays within. So there could be people arriving or in here, or they could have arrived with the alchemist who arrived, the exalted alchemist. So,
are they they're not like shapeshifters or something or anything?
They aren't shapeshifters, but they can be potent. I mean, the leaders of their cult, in particular the Magus, they are often phenomenally powerful psychers, and that can conceal your appearance, or they can twist your mind so you're seeing something different than what you were.
Oh, okay. Right, they can use their right. Okay, I got it.
The actual transformation of their flesh does take a lot longer.
Right.
One does not step out a fully mutated Gene Stealer right away.
Right.
And I think.
So, what do these artifacts? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, what do these artifacts? What are these artifacts like? That's my piece of extra knowledge, I guess.
They are infused with a piece of the an infinitesimally small piece of the grandeur of the Emperor. And to do so is obviously a very skilled, very delicate, and a secret process. But by doing so, it makes these tarot, the Emperor's tarot, a phenomenally useful and potent focus for psychic gifts. So there is an element of the psychic residuum of at least one other, phenomenally powerful psyker, mainly the Emperor. So it could be a battery. Could be, yeah.
So Ignatius, I think perhaps we need to get the last of these artifacts, wherever they are, and either destroy them or take them from here.
Yes, I agree. But forward it is.
One of you guys also, you thought maybe your eyes were playing tricks on you, but it did seem like lights were going on and off in the solarium as well.
Right. And I think we do want to get there as well.
Okay.
So let's start by heading forward. Cautiously, though, gentlemen and lady.
So.
He's probably got his blaster pistol out.
Okay. So, I think plasma, isn't it?
Or plasma, sorry.
Yeah, supercharge. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
All right, got my las gun out then.
Okay. So of the three of you, Dr. Klaus is likely the most able to take a hit on account of his thing. Oh, and by the way, the armor piercing, if something has an armor piercing trait, it just reduces the resilience. There isn't a distinction in the default rules between armor and your own toughness the way there is in some of the other 40K games. You can choose to interpret it that way, but you don't have to. And I'm not going to. It's a long way. I don't see the value in that for this particular game. So, these doors are likely about 20 feet tall. They are some kind of almost like not quite starship hull strength, but likely something close to that. And even more impressively, worked into intricate, fine detail. Something that you could that perhaps in their proudest moment, while they would never say it aloud because they are silent monks, they may think that this might rival some of the sculptures and whatnot on Holy Terra itself. However, if any of you try and just push the door open or pull the door open, it seems to be sealed.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm... Oh, damn it. They've locked the door.
Well, can we see any sort of key? I assume not, but...
There is a place for a key. A place to enter a... like not a reliquary, but like something akin to a rosary. And then the machine spirits within will either see you as a appropriate visitor or an approved visitor and allow you within, or see you as a heretic.
A long shot, but let us search these corpses, these abominations.
Okay.
Maybe they've locked the door.
A quick search of them and you reveals that there is indeed one in there.
I'll whip that out from the bloody corpse. Prepare yourselves with your weapons. I shall open the door now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be ready with my gun aiming sort of into the crack of the door as it opens.
Okay. So allow me to... Dr. Klaus, what is your passive awareness? I can't remember if that's what it's called.
Let's see here. So my awareness is 7. Where would my passive
I
awareness
think it's at
be?
the top of the character sheet on the attributes page, I think.
Let's see here. It's a
Passive awareness is a 4.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that your colleagues they lack that degree of acuity.
Keen eye. Yes.
All right, allow me to finish my grisly work here. And then allow me to open the door to you. So go ahead and position yourselves where you'd like to be. Doctor, you're behind the...
I'm probably in the middle then with my gun out.
Okay. And then Desura, you're
And
up
I'll
by the
place
door.
myself on. I'll put myself on footfall then.
Sadly, your movement does not allow you to get that far. Okay, perfect. Then, placing the rosary within, you see the flutter of invocations, a working of miracle. Oop. And then it rolls aside. And echoing within, you can hear the nave has massive shadow enshrouded ceilings, a place that is intended to not only to speak to the grandeur of the emperor in its visuals, but in its auditory sensation as well. If you shift your footing, Ignatius, your single footstep on the tile outside echoes and carries in this silent chamber. And the passive awareness for Ignatius and Desura, it's like a 2, isn't it?
Oh.
Passive.
First,
Under attributes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a 2. Yeah.
Okay. So then it
That's
will only
practically
be
blind.
Dr. Klaus who views this. But I will bring the tokens in here. More of those monsters lying in wait. So Ignatius, when you open the door, you do not see anything. And Doctor, what you see is these hideous things with a variety of weapons. Auto pistols. One seems to have something in his hand. And yeah, and that is it. No heavier. Ooh. Yeah. One also seems to have some kind of, it looks like a piece of construction or mining equipment that they repurpose into a weapon, as is often the case with
Oh my gosh.
pirates and such. Ignatius and Desura, you cannot see them, but let's maybe do this, guys. Why isn't everyone? I can't remember if you need to click on your token. I don't think you do. Why don't you go ahead and give us an initiative check, please? And guys, I've now successfully gone 2 months this year without deleting a token.
Nice.
It's not on the combat tab?
It's under combat. It's on the right.
It's
Under roles.
Oh, it's this
hold on.
combat initiative. I got it.
I think I might be doing this wrong. Hold on. Let's see.
well, that was pants.
Oof. All right, here we go. Determine ambushes, initiative order. Oh, it's back and forth interplay, so I don't know why I'm asking for for that. Every participant gets a turn. Yeah, so ignore me. I was wondering why I didn't have the initiative tracker. So one of you gets to go first. And doesn't click in your world. So, Doctor, would you like to go first and call a warning to your allies?
Indeed. What's your honorific again, Ignatius? Your shipless. It's at Factum?
Yeah.
Factotum.
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 But again, you can call it like Ignatius is a Johnny-come-lately to the house as a factotum. So I'll leave it to Jeff to decide how he'd like you to refer to him. It could be more casual. It could be more.
Just how little discipline do you have, Ignatius? Tell us. Please.
It's probably pretty casual. It doesn't
Like Iggy? You go by Iggy or something?
Yeah. Pet name.
I think this disgusts the good doctor, but he's outranked, so he says nothing.
Oh, one other thing too. When you score an exalted icon, you can also shift it to gain glory. So you get a wrath critical, or when you shift icon, I forgot about that. It's just like a momentum pool. So you could have Disora shifted that exalted icon into glory. And let me move this over here. I'll keep the glory token right behind you guys there, and I think... oh, here we go. All players have access to it. Now, we've been tracking the current glory just by using the yellow dot. So, you could say and do something if you wish, Doctor. Do you wish to do anything?
Say, factotum aquare. Beware, there's movement inside. The same creatures.
And I'll sort of start to try and beat around.
They seem to be armed.
That is probably what do they call it? A minor action?
Oh, and then I'm going to rush forward as far as I can up to the door to use it for
However
cover.
many squares equal to, I think it's your speed or your movement?
Okay, speed is 6.
Yep, so you can move 6 squares.
Okay.
You could run, which is double your speed, but then you cannot perform a simple action during your turn. And your simple action, I think, was to warn.
Okay.
What do you wish to do?
I'll just go normal then. I used my simple to. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That about does me anyway. I'm at the.
Okay.
And I'm peeking around the door with my las gun, ready to go.
Well, it's you still have a combat action, like an actual action.
Oh.
Yep. Every round,
I see.
movement, an action, sometimes called a combat action for clarity, a simple action, and a reflexive action.
My goodness.
Yep.
If I have a target, I will fire.
Yes, and actually, warning is a free action.
Oh.
So what that means is, I believe you could use your simple action to
Aim?
Think to aim. Aim. No, but you can't move if you're aiming.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, so you go racing up, and what is the range to your targets? They are going to have cover.
12 squares.
12 squares. So what is that for you then, for your las gun?
Let's see. Yeah.
It's neat too. They have the play on a battle mat range for weapons, and they say look, if you want to use realistic ranges, here's how you do that in the game. So I do appreciate that. I mean, if you want realism in your game of space elves and mutants,
Range is 12.
For the last one, yes, 12 is
right.
12 is short range, which means you would do +1 damage. Medium is up to 24. And you said how far away are they?
12.
12. So they're just at the cusp of it. So you're going to do 1 extra damage with because of the rapid fire. Yeah, of your las gun.
I will go up top.
Okay.
Yeah, assuming they have the same amount of cover, if any.
So taking cover, I think, is let's see here. Shoot through cover. Let's see. No, it's not an action to seek cover, so you're good. So then, they likewise have cover. There is half of them cover, so they got +2 to their defense, which means you're rolling against a defense of 5 for this.
Ooh.
So go
What
ahead.
is salvo? Do you know salvo?
You don't have salvo with the las gun.
Okay, it says 3. Should I make it 0?
Oh, hold on. That's how many you have. Let me see here. Because salvo... Here, let's look it up.
See.
Oh! I think that is...
Like unloading the weapon?
Yeah. Because we were looking at that last time. It allows you to... You expend one of them to basically fire at a higher rate. Mm-hmm. And what it does... The heck is it? Should you cover... Salvo options. Most ranged weapons have a salvo rating, which is used for the following options. You can fire full auto, empty your entire clip at a single target. You make a full auto range attack to gain a number of bonus dice equal to the weapon's salvo rating. Your spray shot, you spray at multiple targets. You can make a spray as part of a multi-attack, reducing the difficulty number of the test by the salvo rating. So normally a multi-attack, I think it's... What is it? So multi-attack normally is +2 for each target. So you could attack 2 targets and use your salvo to reduce that +2 to their defense. And spray shot versus mobs. These are not mobs. Where you make a ranged attack as normal and you hit an additional number of targets equal to the weapon's salvo value. It does use up one of your reloads when you fire it in salvo mode. And how many reloads do you have? Is it 3?
Reload. I don't. It's not obvious if that's.
Let me see on.
Take a look.
The same base. I gave the same gear as the Tempestus Scion, and they have. Does not say. I'll say 3 reloads. Okay. So, do you wish to fire in salvo, or?
I'll hold off for now.
Okay. So then, the benefit for the salvo against the single target who's in cover is you might offset some. You have a better chance of getting the 5 successes you need. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Give it a shot. No modifier then, right?
No modifiers then. Nope. So just go ahead and roll your attack. And that is... Now, you could spend Wrath to reroll the failures, because that is still too shy. What would you like to do?
I am going to...
Wrath is a green bar.
And I would get to reroll 3 dice,
Yeah,
right?
you just click on reroll and it'll do it for you if you wish to do that.
Okay, 3 dice. Is it worth it? Let's get it going. Sure, give it a shot. There it is.
There you go. And you got a 6 on the Wrath dice, which means 1 point of glory, and it means a crit. So that is a hit and a crit. So go ahead and roll damage. If you click on the damage, it'll roll the ED. You don't have any extra icons to play with right now, but you did get a crit.
Nice.
Is that on my jam screen? Let's see here. So that is 7 points of damage. Plus 1 for the short range. Because you're just in short range because of the rapid fire. Go ahead and roll the D6.
Okay.
Yes, the crits are on here. And then roll a D6, please. That's at the top of your character sheet there.
Oh, top of my character sheet. Okay.
Top right. where there's the D3, D6, D6.
Under the combat?
Under the combat one, yeah.
Under
okay.
rolls. Yeah.
Oh, yes, there it is.
Okay, nice. 32. Thank you. Merciless Strike! They suffer a mortal wound, which means I don't have to look up their armor because your shot completely ignores their armor. And I'm not spending ruin on this thing. So what does it look like as you warn or shut out your warning, race forward, and then let fly with your las gun?
I think it's quite impressive as I just dash forward, charging into combat. I think I little shoulder shove into the, I mean, of course, completely inadvertent into the factotum himself.
Okay.
And I like, you know, hit the side of the doorway with, you know, kind of alacrity.
Yeah.
And then let this just searing beam.
All right, and that one is Zorched, and that Xenos terror hits the ground. Now, it passes to me unless you guys want to spend glory to keep the initiative.
No.
I mean, I'd love to shoot you guys while you're all out in the open. Let me rephrase that. I'd love to shoot Ignatius while he's out in the open. But Ignatius, would you like to spend glory and seize the initiative?
Yeah.
I should add one to that yellow, that yellow circle, right, Kevin?
Yes, you can. Yeah. We just said like whoever adds the glory, whether it's by shifting or whatever, they can go ahead and take charge of that.
All right.
Except if I ever get any glory, could somebody put it for me? Because otherwise you'll be waiting 5 minutes for my...
So we only have one right now, correct?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oops. I think it makes sense to still... Dang it.
Then Ignatius, what would you like to do? You still, as of yet, cannot see them. As a simple action, you could make an awareness check and try and see them hidden in there.
Yeah, I think that's the correct thing, is to try and spot them.
Okay. So it'll be a simple action first. And that is... Oh! That is another glory. So, guys, that's another glory. Go back in. You got one and you just got it back.
Nice. We needed that.
Okay. And unfortunately, with that roll, you cannot spot them. You did roll 3 failures on that. Would you like to spend Wrath and re-roll the failures? You've already secured glory for your complication, or for your Wrath dice, so can't roll a complication now.
Okay, and how much Wrath do you start with again?
2 points.
2.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let's do it.
Okay. As a reminder, if you do
That's the
your
green bar,
objective, you get a free point of Wrath.
Right.
Okay. So just click on reroll, and it'll reroll only the ones that did not come. Look at that!
Oh, there we go.
So you have... Oh, so unfortunately you need the 5. You need the 4 to be able to spot them. Because otherwise you could have shifted that exalted icon into something. But you can see them now clearly. That was a simple action, Ignatius. Right there, right there.
Yeah.
You have a combat action and you have a movement.
Okay, so I'll shoot first.
Okay. And you want to supercharge.
Not on this shot.
All right, what's the range of your pistol?
Oh, it's only 6, so it's 2
That's okay.
ranges.
Yeah, so this will be into the third range band, actually. Because it'll be 6 is short range, 12 will be medium range, 18 will be long range.
Oh,
and what that means is
that I probably missed.
No, not necessarily. Let's see here. Hold on. I got to give you. Oh, now you got a fucking another crit on the damage.
Huh.
Look at that. The Wrath die comes up with damage. Oh, you know what? It's probably because it's rolling for damage. I don't think you're supposed to roll a Wrath dice when you roll damage. Oh, that was your attack roll, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my attack roll.
Fuck it. That's another glory. And you suffered a crit. So there's 2 points of glory in the pool now. I will tell you that with that roll, it's not good enough to get a hit.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was the case. But...
Between the cover, I'm just checking for range here.
Now with glory, can't you get an extra dice?
Absolutely, and you could do it at any point you want. So he could spend 2 points of glory and roll 2 extra dice, and he still could spend a point of wrath and re-roll the one that didn't come up with a success as well. What do you think, Ignatius?
I mean,
then you'd get a crit.
If I roll, how do I roll? I roll 2 more dice to see.
There's glory at the top there. It's a gold-colored dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, you can choose to shoot through cover. Some weapons are powerful enough that conventional cover is little more than a nuisance. You make your attack test as normal. It just grants them some resilience. A plasma pistol is pretty effective at getting through pretty much anything. So you could ignore so if you choose to do that, Jeff, then you actually have you still need 1 more, I think, for the range.
Right. So I should spend 1 of the glory that I got.
Yes, and I'm just double checking. I'm trying to find where
I press up on this number of glory spend and then roll glory.
You say again? Oh, you're gonna try and re-roll first?
Well, no, doesn't the glory add a glory dice?
Yeah, if you click on glory, it should. I think it prompts to ask you how many.
Yeah, so you've got number of glory spent, and then you've got the.
Did you select only 1, or did you just? Yeah, must have.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and roll 1 more. That's already 1 success. So you got the hit. And that is not a success. Okay, but 4 is enough to get a hit on it by firing through cover. And the plasma pistol, just gonna double check again. Is it on here? No, that's the Rogue Trader one that has that. All right, go ahead and roll damage with your plasma pistol. You don't have any excess.
Is that a crit as well?
It's a crit as well, yeah.
Okay, so damage on plasma pistol.
And then roll.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay,
15. Okay, so then, and that blows through the cover, and -1 to their resilience. Yeah. Why don't you, for shits and giggles, roll the D6 as well?
Roll the
extra AP -3. That's sweet.
Oh no, the D6, the D66, the one next. The one next to it.
These ones, yeah. Okay, right. Sorry, the 6.
23. The crit is on here. That is brutal rupture. Target suffers plus 1d3 wounds and is hindered. However, that would be if it's alive. So you turn, and this thing is hiding behind like a bit of wall, and Lectern is kind of like looking out, getting ready to use that mining piece of equipment, and you just fire this thing, and it chars right through them and the wall. You have your move left?
Yeah, I'm going to... Are any of these objects inside the room, is there cover by any of this, or no?
Oh, there's 1 glory left right now, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, sorry, there should be 1 left.
Yeah, sorry, that was my fault. Cover inside. Yeah, any of those pews you could go behind. The trouble is it's how tough they are. Just like you just did, they can fire through too if their weapon is powerful enough.
I know. I'm still gonna do it though. Move up behind here just to give my allies a line of sight as well.
All right, so you race forward. Your plasma pistol still glowing from that shot, and then it is going to be my turn unless you spend glory. Now let me see if you can do that back to back to back. Interrupting initiative. Seize the initiative.
Oh, let's let him go because there's nothing I'm going to do that's going to change things much.
This can only be done once before the threats take their turn. So, and then the GM may spend ruin to seize the initiative. So it's answered for me there, guys. It's the Glory Master because it's GM. So clearly that's what's intended.
Yeah.
All right, so you go racing in. Then this last one. Oh boy, did not like that, and all right, it is going to race forward. It's not particularly quick. It's not like a real gene stealer. So let's see here. I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I can reach you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I can barely reach you right here by running, which means it doesn't get a simple action. What is your defense, Ignatius? Is it 2 or 3?
2, yeah, it's only 2.
And because you said you took cover, I'll give you the one cover against us, but he races forward. And that rending claw is going to ignore the armor and try and go right through the pew. So I am only 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, all of them. I'm using my starter set dice. Let's see here. Okay. Ooh, wood. Jeffrey, would you give us a 66 roll?
Oh,
please. I think it's probably easier. I'm going to say root 66 because it's just easier. 6d6 and a d6 sounds so fucking similar.
I know, it's so... I know.
Yeah. So there we go. 35. Also, it makes me think of a Depeche Mode cover. So
Oh, yeah.
that makes me happy. So this thing claws at you, and because it's so fucking eager to get in at you, it bangs its hand. I rolled a complication. Bangs its hand and it drops its auto pistol.
Oh, interesting.
However, I did get a fair bit of icons here. It's 3, which is what I need. I only needed 2 to get you, which means I can shift 2. I have 5 extra dice for damage. So let's do that. All right. So then, you can go ahead, because I'm rolling damage, there's no reason not for you to roll determination. So go ahead and roll your determination while I'm rolling damage, and we'll see how much of it gets shifted to shock. And I'm rolling... Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got 14 damage.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
But what's your resilience, Ignatius?
Some combat?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, on the left.
okay, there you go.
Resilience is 7.
7, nice. Okay, so then that is 6 points of damage.
Uh-oh.
So you're rolling it, so and roll your determination.
Oh, how do you roll determination?
There's a button up
Oh, there.
here.
I see it now. I found it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You could spend Wrath to Oh, there's a point of glory left, yeah.
What is the determination do?
Determination shifts wound damage into shock.
Right now it's only 1, which would still put me at 0.
5
Or at 5 wounds.
5 wounds and 1 shock. What do you think, Ignatius? Do you want to wrath that to re-roll? Do you want to spend some... There's a point of glory.
I think I better spend the glory again.
Go ahead, spend the glory.
Be dead. So then I put it at 1 or 2. Do I roll?
1 for the glory. There's only 1 point available.
Okay.
So roll the glory
Sure,
first, and
yeah.
you still could re-roll as well for what's in the pool.
Because then that'll give me 2 re-rolls.
Correct.
Or like 2 dice to roll.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll spend my last wrath. All right, let's try not to be dead. Roll 20 within the first hour.
So the glory was not successful.
0. No.
But here we go.
So if I re-roll, will it re-roll It'll only re-roll
To
one of
re-roll
them.
both.
We'll see what it does.
Oh, but don't click on the glory to reroll. Click on your determination roll to reroll.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never mind. Your SOL.
cannot re-roll. Oh, okay.
So just give us a D6 roll. Let's see what you get out of that.
Yeah.
Come on. There you go! Exalted Icon!
Yeah.
Beautiful! Alright, so
Oh
that's
my goodness.
3 then. So that means you're taking 3
3
shock.
wounds and 3 shock.
Yes, this thing, yeah! And you can see the what do you call it? The pew that was in the way just fucking splinters under the force of this thing's Xenos
Bastard.
claw. And then I think Disura, you were the last to act. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I don't think there's anything I'm going to try on psychic things. So I'm going to hurl myself forward and smite it with my force stave.
Everyone gets a point of wrath, by the way. We're doing it every hour, Sean,
All right.
to gain.
That's good, because I blow through it.
Yeah. So you're moving over to Sura, and then the defense. Let me see if there's a gang up bonus. I don't think there is, because each 1 point is a pretty big step here. But let's see. Let's see. Oh, and at short range, Sean, you would have received a +1 bonus for your ballistic skill. At long, beyond medium range, they get +2 to their defense, and yeah, you can only fire pistols in melee. All right, and I was seeing if there was gang up. There does not appear to be. So, you can also do an all-out attack, Disorder, which is +2 bonus dice to your melee, but you take -2 to your defense until the start of your next turn.
That sounds a bit iffier in front of a creature with blazing fast claws.
Claws that can tear apart Astartes armor.
Yeah, so while that's an appealing thought and all,
I mean, I like
I think I'll
Ignatius,
just
but
go
I
for
don't
the
like
smack.
like him. So go ahead. It is a defense of 3. Got a complication. Give us a Route 66 roll, please. $24. Ooh, your weapon is going to be stuck in him. It's a DN3 strength test to recover it. But let's resolve the rest of your roll here. So that's not enough to actually even hit. So I guess you're hitting the pew. Do you wish to? I think there's 0 glory in the pool right now.
Yeah.
As Jeff spent it.
Blew it
Ignatius
all.
did. But you could wrath that. You want to re-roll that 1 dice?
Yeah, I'll re-roll it. Let's see if we've
Okay.
got 50-50 chance.
So click on re-roll. Let's see here.
Of course not.
Okay. So that is a miss, but your force stave, it explodes and somehow gets up wedged in maybe some of the steel, the metal that normally holds the pew in place. And that is the end of round 1. Top of round 2. You guys get to go unless I spend Ruin. And I'm spending Ruin. Because I like hitting people. This thing is going to try and, with Desura's stave being stuck, it's going to try and get you. Desura, what is your defense?
2.
2, okay. So then this will snarl and I hit, but I needed an exalted. Oh, that's not good. I needed an exalted icon in order to do that, so I don't have anything excess to go in, which means it'll be 4 plus What's your resilience, Desura?
4.
4, okay. And that's reduced to 2 because of the rending of this thing. 3, shit. No, 1, 2. So 3 total. That's 14. That's 12 points of damage. And give us your determination roll. And right now you're shifting 4 of that. What did I say? 13 damage? So 4 of it. Do you want to wrath that?
Did you say 12?
What did I roll? I rolled 3
I'll wrath
plus
that.
12. Yeah, 12, not 13, 12. Yeah, go ahead and wrath that. Come on. Nice, 1 extra one. Okay, so that is 5. So that is going to be 5 shock and 7 wounds.
Okay.
Okay, and if you are
So
at
I'm down to 0.
0 wounds, let's see what happens here.
Goodness. These things are so dangerous.
So if you suffered any wounds or wounded, you suffer +1 penalty to all effects. If you suffer more wounds than your maximum value, you are dying. So the next time you take damage, Desura, you will be dying. But I've seized. Now it's all of you guys who get to choose when you're going to go. And remember, you can spend a point of wrath to regain 3 shock, if you wish. So, who would like to go first?
I think
I think I would go last, I think, because I'll probably be reeling from that hit.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I'm right there. I can go.
Okay. So you are wounded, which means +1 to your target numbers. What are you doing? You can use the plasma pistol in melee.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. And let's do whatever. I can't remember what the
Supercharged.
Supercharged.
Yeah! +3 damage. All right,
Right to this thing.
then it will be a 4. A 4 defense you're rolling against. Go right ahead.
Okay, come on, game. 0.
Want to wrath that?
Oh, so you can't.
factotum.
Yes. Oh, I can't even roll 4.
But you know, because you exalted icons.
Oh, okay. So you take my thing away that I just got. Try again. Come on. Roll 20.
That's pretty good. Oh man.
Uh,
So 3.
So close.
Fortunately, that's not your wounds are the better. So there's a flash as that plasma blast goes off.
Yep.
Unless you told us that you were going to aim because you weren't moving. And I didn't hear it because I was so focused on my gene stealers, which means you could roll a d6 if you like.
And what about the... Don't you get a glory for that? The bottom one? Isn't that what that is?
No, it'll tell you the wrath dice.
exalted
Something will
icon.
show up in the wrath dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So give us a d6 roll. You need a 4.
Right, because I can aim it. Well, I mean, I did say I was aiming it at his face, but I didn't say that I
Yeah,
was
that's true.
aiming.
Yeah. So then you will get, and you did spend a wrath to re-roll, so you get 2 kicks at this one. Give us your first roll. That's enough to get it. Do you want to risk it? No,
No.
you already actually you wouldn't have been able to re-roll. Once you get a success, you can't re-roll. That is enough to just get a hit. Go
That's
ahead
all
and
I
roll
need,
damage.
a hit. All right. And it's +3 damage.
Yes.
Okay, so...
My God. So it's not +3. It should have rolled 3 extra dice.
Oh, it should have rolled 3 extra dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it rolled any of those. It gave +1. Oh, from the extra dice roll. Just roll 3 dice for us, please.
Okay. D6s.
D6s. This is so overkill too, because like you fucking zorched him with that. Oh, so that is another 3 points of damage. That is 19 points of damage, minus 3 AP. What's it look like as you, at point blank range, supercharge your plasma pistol?
Yeah, I think it's like sort of what I was saying last time. Like, this is just so far above what he came here for, and just sort of what he was expecting. So this is just like pure adrenaline and panic as this thing like takes down his, you know, best friend here right beside him, and it is just like, and it almost killed him again.
Oh yeah,
I mean, to be realistic, like this is the second one that's almost killed him. So this is just like pure panic.
Oh, this thing is blown back with a concussive force, that sudden heat. Both Desura and Ignatius, it's like, you know, when when you suddenly open an oven and there's that wave of heat that hits you. It's something akin to that, but actually like almost singeing your eyebrows. And then Doctor, what would you like to do?
This spared us from watching the Death Corp member firing his las gun into that melee, which he was definitely going to do.
So
spared us. He is going to. So let's see here. He's going to. Is this so? This is a column here. Is that right?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. He's going to move up. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. What do you see?
2, 3, 4. I think. He will. He'll make it a. He'll make it a run and just get to this and just throw himself into this column, keeping his vision outward.
Sure. You could, I guess, give us if you want to use a simple action. Oh no, you ran, so you don't have a simple action. You could use your combat action as a simple action to make an awareness check. If you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Awareness check coming up.
Nice.
Boom.
6. And you got a glory.
Glory.
Oh, no. Sorry, it wasn't an exalted. It was just a regular icon.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little too excited seeing that Aquila on the red dice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a lot of Aquila, though, there.
There's a lot of Aquila on it. And oddly enough, in the Wrath and Glory thing, they don't have the Aquila. They have the...
Interesting.
Yeah. And then, like, the exalted icon has the little thing over it. So they're neat looking. Just,
yeah.
I was expecting the Aquila.
Right.
From what you can hear, there is no one else running or repositioning. You made a really good roll too. Like what you'd be listening for, it would be their half their dice pool would be their would be their passive stealth. So like someone would have to have a dice pool greater than 12 in order for them to hide from you with that roll.
My keen corpse ears don't hear anything. Factotum.
Good.
When you look back, Doctor, you can see that both Factotum and Desura have been quite badly injured by the hybrid. What would you guys like to do? Might I make a suggestion? Mid-session break.
Yes, good.
All right, so we'll take our, for those listening at home, we'll take our mid-session break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, and then we'll see what happens next. Okay. So. Oh, we're waiting for James to get back.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
The camera's off. Then what would you guys like to do next? Seems to be silence in here. You cannot hear. You can hear the sounds of shouting. With that good of a roll for awareness, Doctor, there is shouting from much deeper off in the monastery, and which obviously is unusual for an order of monks who have taken a vow of silence. But there doesn't appear to be anyone imminently coming in. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'm kind of okay. I might say something to Dr. Klaus. Sir is quite hurt.
I sling my rifle, my las gun, and take out my old trusty medic's blade and say, where? And drag myself over to Tessera. How can I help? And I
tend to her while I look around.
We have been saying as well, the last half hour of the session you get, or last half the session, you get a wrath every half hour. So you guys each get a point of wrath.
Nice.
Doctor, would you kindly give us a Medicaid check with a 1 bonus dice?
Let's see here. Let me just review my. So I'm probably using my diagnoster.
No, right? that is from your archetype ability. Diagnoster is to diagnose injuries or wounds. The Chirurgeon's kit is for dying people, and Desura is living right next door to it, but not in there as of yet.
Yes. All right.
And there's nothing to restrict you from doing the same thing to Ignatius too. There's no like once an hour thing with treatment.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, big. Unfortunately, only 1 exalted icon though. So that is 2 wounds that you'll be able to restore to Desura, unless you wish to spend a point of wrath. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls, and you got no risk of a complication.
How wounded did Desera appear to my trained eye?
We see that bar on the bottom.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The bars. Yes.
The one that should be red, it's not at all. So.
Gotcha. Yes. We shall do so. Let's do so now.
Suspend your wrath. Hit re-roll. One more. A success, not an exalted icon. Shit. So, 2 wounds back there, Desura.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right.
I will remind as well, you can spend a point of wrath to gain 3 points of shock back if you choose.
Better do that.
I think you get shock back when you do a regroup as well, if you take an hour. But let me just double check that. Okay, and Ignatius, would you give us... actually, you can either take your passive awareness or you can give us an awareness check.
I think I'll be actively looking around here.
Go right ahead.
So just under attributes?
Yes. And is that second roll for Ignatius, Doctor? Or that was your reroll? Oh, you haven't treated Ignatius yet.
Yes. I go to the factotum.
Nice. So first off, Ignatius, you guys get a glory.
Oh, nice.
Because you got a exalted icon on your wrath dice.
Oh, yeah.
And that's 3. That's pretty good. So you will need the 3 to be able to sort of pick up everything here. So you'll get the glory, but you won't be able to shift that exalted icon. Well, you would need that to get the success anyway. Doctor, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and roll as well, and I will tell Ignatius. And just as a reminder, too, the way that the regroup works, if you choose to take a regroup, Dr. Klaus takes his Medicaid dice pool of Medicaid plus intelligence plus 1, and then he can split that amongst everyone in the group for how many wounds you get back.
How long does that take, Kevin?
Regroup, I believe, is an hour.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so it does take time, and you may want to be in a secure location, but...
Factotum, should I assume that we're pushing on, or would you wish to set up here for a bit?
Ignatius, you would get 2... well, Doctor, you can roll your treatment anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you haven't rolled... Nice! Oh, but a complication! Oh, no! Love it.
I was using my blade as I do.
Tell me, does it hurt here? Ah! Jesus. Yeah,
So what do I get back?
You get 2 wounds back.
Okay.
But I think there's a chance of infection.
Uh-oh. Gross.
Yep. Don't worry. It's not like this is a Warhammer game where I've got like 3 pages of rules for different diseases.
I'm sure.
This is your diagnostic. This is where it can come in.
I assure you I cleaned my blade last month thoroughly.
Exactly. I've only done 3 vivisections since that time. I mean,
Exactly.
So then, yes, you're good. And then again, Ignatius, you can also spend. You've only got 1 wrath right now, but you could spend a wrath to gain 3 shock back if you choose. But that's sort of that can be done, I think, at any point. So you could wait until you get more. What do you call it? More. Wrath. Now,
Yeah, okay.
what you can spy down there, Ignatius,
Yeah.
looks like there are 2 doors leading out of here into other chambers. One goes into here, and one goes into here. The one that is closest to you there at the very end of the nave. And actually, hold on. Let's talk about the nave itself. I got a feeling, guys, we may be in for a real treat. A little bit of block text.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No expense spared.
None. Not at all. You saddle up to the buffet, you get everything. I don't know what that means. So, this immense entry hall is the admissions area to the monastery, and a brass nameplate on the plinth reads in High Gothic, which Ignatius for sure speaks, and I don't know if you other 2 do. I don't think I put down your languages, and I can't remember how languages work in this game, to be honest.
Would it be connected to Scholar? Or
Maybe. Let's take a look here. It's not listed there. Let's see what it says under Scholar. Scholar, here we go. If you have points in Scholar, I'm assuming you read High Gothic. I think it's a simple enough way of ruling that. So do all... Ignatius, just by virtue of his standing, would have that as a Rogue Trader agent. Dr. Klaus, I think you've got points in Scholar? Do you?
I have Scholar. I have...
You do not.
Oh, wait, I don't.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're right.
Okay. And I don't think the Psychic has that either. What you can see, Ignatius, perhaps you read it out loud.
Yeah,
It reads,
I would.
Saint, the brass nameplate in the plinth reads in High Gothic, Saint Hephaestium's thigh bone. There is nothing on that plinth.
Yeah, of course. Dirty bastards. They took my cousin's rightful treasure.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So I really like this adventure, and I like the way everything is laid out. I will say that what Cubicle 7 could benefit from, if they're going to use numbers on a map to refer to a location, put the numbers with the location too, the way every other role-playing game does in their module, because it's a colossal pain in the ass to have to remember, look up the name, and then go and look up that name rather than have both the name and the number in it. So there's no reason why it couldn't be there. Like, absolutely no reason. There's plenty of room for it. So it would be, and this is the same case in actually, I don't think that's the case in Rough Night. I think Rough Night had the numbers, so it could just be an error on this one. But
yeah,
just that would be really, really helpful. Because it's a pain in the ass to be flipping back and forth from that one page where the map is. Okay, so what you can see down below as well, enough grousing. Back to the trying to kill you guys. So the one to the furthest to the south there, Ignatius, what that appears to be is the lavatorium. There are water basins in there where the monks would use to clean themselves and perform ablutions. And to the side there, just next to the nave, that you can see there are a bunch of shelving units in there, lecterns, shelving units, and small wooden cabinets. And it looks like they've all been fairly roughly looked over. Their stuff, unless these monks have a very untidy place, it seems like these interlopers were looking through there for something.
Yes.
Do we have any idea what's going on here, Factotum? Do we think we know what they were doing?
Not for sure, no. We don't really know why they would be looting this.
Something to do with relics, you think? Looking for records, or
What a thigh bone accomplish? I don't know.
What would you guys like to do next?
You do say they are cultists, correct, Desura?
Yeah.
Religious cultists. Maybe these artifacts serve some sort of religious value to them.
I wonder if what they're... We know that there is the infusion of the Emperor's power into the artifacts. So I wonder if there's in some way connected to the thigh bone.
Could be.
If tiny amounts of that are used. But maybe this is what the cult leader wants. He's using this to boost the power, or the signal to the other Xenos.
Interesting.
and so therefore would have drawn the gene stealers in, you're thinking, DeSera.
But I think that they're using it to maybe to call other Xenos to them. Not the ones perverted by this Xenos cult.
Yes, I see.
But the true Xenos.
What do you think happens to the Coronis Expanse, knowing that the way you reach it is through the maw, and the first place you reach is Footfall? What happens if the Tyrannid swarm arrives here.
Oh, no chance of escape. They're bottled in.
Interesting.
Indeed.
What would you guys like to do next? You can still hear sound from deeper in the monastery, but this place seems to be a labyrinth. Sounds are echoing from several directions.
Should we proceed further, Factotum?
I think we must.
It would seem that the main... Well, there's 2 doorways I can see, I think.
Yeah, and the one... now hold on. If you move there...
like up here?
And
Or
here.
down here? Yeah.
Both, yes.
So if you go there, bear with me 2 seconds. Just keep your characters still.
Yeah.
For un momento.
Uno momento, please.
Be still, players. Be still.
All right. Yes, here we go. Okay. You can see that there is a group of, you would think them human were it not for the way that the light of the bonfire casts a strange hue on their pinkish faces. And here we go. So, you know, actually it would be really easy to set up, I should have done this before, but to set up all the tokens with beforehand, because I'm using like a certain variety of adversaries in here. So we kind of need to do that. Just have them all ready so I can just plunk them down. So there we go. These are much smaller and much closer to human. That cast of their skin, Doctor, it looks just different and obviously corrupted by something, some kind of Xenos infection. But, and there's about 6 of them. They're all kind of talking down there, much smaller than what you've faced. The others had that extra limb, the obvious Xenos influence of their face. These... let's see here. Oop, that's not a hybrid, it's a hybrid. Hybrid! This will give you an idea. They have the look of almost like pirates or scavengers, with the way that they're crudely made weapons. There's not a unity in their uniforms. There is not any kind of consistency in their arms, and they're all seeming to standing around something here and burning it. From what you could identify quickly, Doctor, they seem to have a mix of auto guns. One has a flamer.
Oh.
And that seems to be what the source of the laughing is in here. And you think there's at least a grenade or 2 among them on the bandoliers. And that's just beyond. So, oh, Ignatius, you could, with going that far forward, you can also see that. What is your stealth dice pool?
Is that on skills?
Yeah. I think.
2.
The dice pool is 2, or is you got skills that are 2?
My dice pool is only 2.
Is your agility a 2?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. So you are quite obtrusive, which means...
My gracious factotum.
So
What
Brandon-
were you doing during
Here's what
training?
you can do. Someone... I think you can spend Wrath for narrative declaration. Or maybe it's...
I'm not sure I've ever had training.
Where is it here? Suspending glory. Seizing the initiative. Narrative, so you could spend a wrath point to get a narrative declaration. So, for instance, Doctor, who has a better stealth roll, I think, than Ignatius, as he's moving down there, you could perhaps grab his shoulder and prevent him from advancing.
Okay, yeah.
I have a little bit better stealth. Just a little bit.
What's your
I have 3.
your total dice pool's of 3?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're not. So, wait.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The Emperor doesn't require stealth. He
No.
requires the message to be spread.
Disura, are you staying at the back of the nave like that?
Yes, I think I will.
Okay.
Due to the holes in me.
So Ignatius, you see them down there, and Doctor, if you do want to spend a wrath, then I'll use your passive stealth. Otherwise, I'll use Ignatius's.
Let's see. So we get a 3 if I spend a wrath. Is that the?
No.
Offer?
It's passive as half of it.
Oh, half of his versus half of mine.
Yeah.
I
They are
see.
distracted, so it's going to be a little higher.
I assume it's rounded up, or it'd be identical.
I will let you round up for the purpose of this one. Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be the same. Let's see here. Sure.
Okay. So then you two can see them down there. It appears as if there's around 6 of them.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want to go down there.
You did see there was a door over here, and it seemed to lead to a different door.
Yeah. Let's sneak off that way.
Here, factotum.
do you think it's prudent to
Well, there
avoid
isn't-
them?
Other choices up here. I don't know how far that goes. Should I even try that? I don't know how far that goes.
Yeah, that's completely unintelligible.
That's what I feel.
It's like the first draft of Tom Hardy's Bane voice. They're like, "Yeah, we can't understand a word you're saying, so we're gonna need to re-record all of that."
Oh my goodness.
So then, why don't you give us a stealth roll there, Doctor? They are distracted, so you only need 1 success.
Yeah. There we go.
And you get a glory.
Yes.
I'll move the glory token a little further forward here,
Oh, yes.
so everyone can see it. There you go.
Yes.
And very nice. So you make your way down. You can position yourself in that room if you like. Can you enter, or is the map? No, you can. Good. Ignatius, would you like to join him?
Yes.
Give us a stealth check, please.
Okay, here we go.
Nice. That's 2 successes. So in
As
you
good as I can do on 2 dice.
Good you can go. Yeah. Not technically as good as you could do is 4 because of 2 exalted
Right.
icons. But yep,
Yeah.
Not to take away your success. That is a full success. You sneak in there as well. And what you can see is there does appear to be a corridor leading out of there. Are you moving yourself in there, Ignatius, or?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So what you can
It's
see
leading to where they are, or towards where they are.
in their direction.
Which is not ideal.
However, you can hear the sound of coming down from there. It sounds like there is a corridor right here to the left, or if you're facing down, to your right. So you can picture looking down that corridor to the right. There's the sound of them kind of laughing and whatnot. What you see before you is the more of the baths straight ahead. This is for showers and whatnot. And then if you see at the end of the corridor, it looks like something has been barricaded at the end. Way down here.
Yeah. So I think we could cautiously move down.
It also seems as if there is a corridor moving off to the opposite direction here too. Would you give us an awareness check, Ignatius?
Yes. Oh man, I'm not the best at things.
Oh, no. You're well and truly turned around here. So, Desura, while you were being left behind, would you like to try and establish some kind of telepathic link or something like that with the others?
Yep. So I will I will limp forward.
Okay.
And I can. That's 1, 2. There. Come on. Sorry. Come on. Move. Right. And then I will try and make a link to all 3 of us.
Nice.
Although that does wear me out.
Okay.
So let's go have a look at whether I can really.
Let's see.
Sorry, I just like killing me. So let's go. Telepathy. So, no, not phone to mind. So I remember I take. Oh no, I take shock for 20 minutes. This thing's lagging so much, but I think I only take 1 shock for 20 minutes. So that's fine.
Well, sorry, say again?
Come on. I think if I act as a group telepath, then I take shock from maintaining it.
Oh.
But I think it's only 1 shock for every 20 minutes.
And that's for the telepath ability?
Yep. So if you use telepathy to communicate with more than 1 target, you act as a hub, and all targets can hear one another through you. I suffer 1 shock for every 20 minutes. Okay, so let's try that then.
Okay. So, and it's a 3, I believe. You have 2 glory as well right now.
I thought I clicked on it.
Nice.
Is it coming?
Oh, and you got an exalted icon on your wrath dice. So another point of glory for you guys.
Extra glory.
Extra glory. What a glorious roll. So that is already a success, and you've got an exalted icon. So with...
Oh, let us communicate like this.
So the potency only is 1. So we need to shift 1 success, right? It's not an exalted icon you need for that. So right now, you've got... you could shift that exalted icon in and take another glory and have 4 glory in the pool if you like.
Oh, let's do that then. Yep.
Okay. So what does it sound like, or what does it feel like, I guess, for the others as you quite?
So you have a little twinge in your head. You've felt it before, but and you hear me whispering out of habit.
Yeah.
Communicate like this.
Okay.
Keep these Xenos away from us.
I reflexively bang on my helmet. Kung, kung, kung.
One of the Xenos
And out of
scavengers.
interest,
So
and the message comes with a plus at the beginning and the end of the sentence. In the novels.
what would you like to do next then, guys?
Shall we proceed? Do you know where you are, Factotum?
So that was your awareness roll from before.
No.
Ignatius, and you're kind of like when you landed and you came in and you were turning through so many bloody tunnels, you're not sure. I was rolling to see if you could figure out where the solarium is.
Yeah, no, I well and truly have no clue.
So, what would you like to do? Oh, and guess what the next complication is going to be, guys? Wandering monsters.
Let's see.
So there is that barricade directly ahead of you. To the ahead and to the right, there are there seems to be a corridor leading down to where they are, and then just directly ahead of you and to your left, there seems to be a corridor leading elsewhere in the monastery.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
Push forward, Factotum.
Guys,
away from them.
what is the first thing that, say, John might do at the end of a fight in D&D?
Loot the bodies?
Uh-huh. Did you guys do so?
No, we did not.
Do you think your characters would have thought to do so?
Isn't that what Desur is doing?
If you spend a wrath, that's a narrative intervention.
I mean, we're connected now, right?
Yeah.
I'll say quietly into my own brain, Desura, see what those bodies have. Is that what you're doing?
I will have a search. So I'll have a little. I'll head to the farm near the bodies, right? So I will.
Yes. So in addition to, there's that mining thing that is not going to be of value whatsoever. There are some ammunition, or some ammo for the auto pistols that they were carrying. But what might be of interest is between two of them, there are 2 frag grenades.
Oh. I found Boom Boom.
Oh, yes. Well, do you think we could roll a grenade into the room?
I guess.
What do you think, Doctor?
Wing my way through and.
Yeah, I'll sneak back. Grenades seem.
Ignatius, why don't you give us a stealth check, please? Get that. So that is. Oh, you only need 1, so you're good. So Ignatius. Oh, Desura, were you joining the rest?
Yeah, I'll just get closer to hand over the. Oh, right. I thought
Ignatius was coming back, sneaking back.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I came back, yeah.
Like 2 ships in the night.
Okay. So Ignatius sneaks back, collects the 2 frag grenades, and just so we know how area effect weapons work in this, here we go. They have a Blast X trait. When you fire or throw a blast weapon, you choose any point in range, make a DN3 ballistic skill. Apply range effects as normal. If you're using a throwing weapon like a grenade. If you fail the test, the attack misses and scatters. So pretty similar. If you're targeting a mob, a number of individuals in the mob hit by the explosion is equal to half the blast rating. If you're using a theater of the mind approach, blah, blah, blah. So the blast special ability, which might be on my screen actually, hold on. I think it is. Ah. Oh, hits X targets. So the frag grenades have a blast. Where are we here? Granata. Here we go. Blast 4.
All right.
So frag grenade. No. That's the crack grenade. Frag grenade blast 6.
There we go. So it can hit 3 potential, right?
Hits 3, yeah. Unless it is a mob, in which case it hits. Oh, mob is equal to half the blast rating. Wait, what is going on here? Blast. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out that's how many in the mob. I just don't know. So anyone who hit by a blast weapon can try and dodge the attack. You cannot shift to increase the damage of a blast weapon. Like, I wonder if everyone in it takes the blast damage.
Yeah.
And just the number of targets that are hit with the primary damage. Measuring distance. Yeah, I don't quite follow how the blast is supposed to work, actually. If you succeed, the explosion is centered on the target, which is fine. Yeah, so I guess the blast rating must just relate to how many targets it hits.
Yeah,
right.
Half the blast rating.
Yeah,
is that right?
For mob targets, so that's only for mob. For the last thing I don't follow here is that if you're caught inside it, if you're caught inside the blast radius or hit by a flamer, you may attempt the full defense combat option, adding 1+ any icons to your resilience instead of your defense. You can dive for cover, so you take less damage from it. Area effect with a blast 6 or higher. Yeah, so the 6 just seems to be the size of it and how many mob targets. Otherwise, I don't follow how it's supposed to work. I'm looking at page 185, guys.
All right.
Does that make sense to... Like the blast rating, I just... The blast rating determines the radius of the explosion in meters. Anyone inside that radius is hit by the attack. There we go. So maybe I can just read it. All right, so then everyone's hit by the attack. So what that would mean is that so long as everyone's within 6 meters, they're going to get hit. And then in a mob, it just is reduced or how many the targets you hit. Desura, were you wanting to run up with everyone else as well? If so, yeah, just give us a stealth check then, please. Just a difficulty 1.
Right.
They are well and truly distracted. Ignatius, I'll move you back over to the room, too.
Sorry, this is getting even slower.
That is, you know, if it's slowing down,
Stealth.
you can refresh your browser. That sometimes helps.
Okay, let me... Here we go. Got it.
Let's see. Come on. Oh,
Okay, it
and
comes through in a second.
everyone gets a point of wrath as well.
No.
We're
Now
about
I
to
see
need that.
James's goal here. Oh, what a complication! Nice.
Oh, marvelous.
However, you did
Well, I won't
succeed.
re-roll that because it's pointless.
Well, no, you did succeed. Remember, complications just means something interesting happens as well. I'm going to put you right there, just on top of...
That's interesting with an inverted commas, right?
Interesting for anyone. So there are some who are like, huh? And they hear a sound as you kind of run in there. And a couple of them are starting to move into the lavatorium. And you guys can hear that from in this room. So what you can hear now, guys, is down here and to the side, it sounds like someone has moved into that second room up. And you can also hear them getting closer from down here. What would you guys like to do? And you don't need to talk whatsoever because you got your telepathy active right now. So you're all hiding in here. This is that trashed scriptorum. I think they mislabeled something on the map actually too, because the art shows that place that you guys were in the north there. That looks like the scriptorum that was torn apart because there's paper all over the ground up there.
Oh, yeah.
So, but what do you guys do?
What do you think? Factotum?
Hit them with surprise. I'm not a combatant by training and by any means.
Kevin, we hear them here. Is that what you're...
Coming from that direction, it seems, yeah. Or at least
Yeah,
they've
they're
moved
moving
in.
about.
They've moved into that room, and you can hear them talking back and forth. What's that? I heard something. What's over there? You're going crazy. Oh no, those monks are tricky. I think some's still around.
How many grenades do we have? Did you find, Desura? 2? We could use both. We could... 2 of us toss.
Yes. Toss at the same time.
And what did we witness before, Kevin? Did we see numbers before? Did we have an idea?
I think you saw around 5 or 6
Oh, yeah.
that were
2.
down there before.
We probably should use both of them, I would think.
It is worth
Quite a
noting
few.
one of them is carrying a flamer.
Yes.
Notoriously known to react really well to fragmentation grenades.
Indeed.
Now, I could also have an interesting thing of compel.
Oh.
What's that, Desura?
I can compel a creature to do something.
Oh. I see. That's...
And I can do it against their interests. It's not one of these ones where you can...
Yeah.
Make them do something
Sounds-
that... So a cockamamie reason for them to be friends with you.
Exactly.
Sounds
I could get them
intriguing.
to flame his friends.
So then, what would you like to do, guys? They seem to be discussing what to do
I mean,
amongst
that
themselves.
would be an amazing opening Salvo.
Well, let's-
Sarah.
What would be the skill, Kevin, for throwing something? Would it be
ballistic skill?
Okay.
Yeah, ballistic skill and agility. Same thing you use for attacking.
Now, the other thing, my friends, I can do is I can fog their minds while you throw the grenade. Let them stand there, reaching for their thoughts while your grenades go off.
Interesting.
Yes.
Is it, what do you think the success would be of them?
Oh,
Of the
actually,
one-
the range is
Too far?
yeah, because they're too far away, I think. Oh, shame.
What's the range of it?
10.
10 is 10 you would know would reach the room that they sound like they are in right now, in the lavatorium.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, like it sounds like some of them are in the lavatorium, but not all of them. So the others may still be too far away to be affected by your power. But I mean, like 10 squares is still pretty. Like from where you are right now, that extends well past whatever that barricade is.
Yes, my friends, my compel is a little shorter, but I could fog their minds.
So what would you
Alright.
like to do?
Do it.
Let's hand me a grenade. Let's see. I have.
Yeah, I'll pass you one of the grenades. Or Desura will.
How's your shooting, factotum? How was your marksmanship?
I don't think very good.
No,
What's your
you've
bull-
seen me shoot. It's okay.
Don't be defensive, factotum.
I've
How is
hit
your
the-
marksmanship, man?
I've hit the occasional target.
What are you, Jeff? What's your number? Mine's 6.
3.
Oh my goodness, factotum.
Don't be judgy.
Oh, and
What would Quinilly say? My God.
do you guys have 3 glory right now?
I think we might.
I thought that Desura. No, you have 4, don't you? Because Desura, you had 2
4,
before. Yeah, Desura shifted 2 in, rolled the natural one, and then also shifted the exalted icon in. So you guys have
Impressive.
4 glory right now as well.
Indeed.
Now, just understanding the rule here, I've got underneath my power, I've got you plus, that is if I get excess successes, right?
Correct.
I can upgrade. So if I get an upgrade, I can reach 20.
Oh, nice.
How
okay.
many without the
For
upgrade?
every
Desura?
one I do, I get everybody within the range.
Okay, one thing, it's not successes, it's exalted icons.
Oh, exalted icon.
Yeah,
Okay, so if I get an exalted icon, that will be 20.
which is a
meters.
pretty fucking good chance with your 10 dice pool or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, factotum, what say you give me the grenades and you lay down fire while I hurl?
Yes, I think that would be best that we ensure their accuracy.
I'm not saying I'm glorious, of course, as the Emperor as my witness, but I am sufficient, hopefully, with his blessing.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's all enemies within 10 meters.
Yep. Yep. All enemies
Awesome.
hindered 2 and staggered.
Holy shit. Hinder 2 gives what? To the reduce the dice pool or increase air?
I need to
I'll go to the
check.
screen. I'll go to the screen.
But it sounds like it's going to be bad.
Yeah. I think hindered adds to the difficulty conditions. Here we go. Yeah. So it'll be +2 difficulty to all of their actions.
So we'll have Desura begin by clouding their minds,
Sure.
and then
So let's drop into initiative then, because we're going to be. I have a feel. Oh! Let's look at ambushing, because currently. Here Here we go, because it's just...
One thing to know, I take 1 shock for every round I sustain it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah. And it's +1 difficulty because you're sustaining ability, right? The telepathy, or are you going to let your telepathy drop?
I'll just let it drop for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do like 1, 2, 3, and then you hit him. You hit him, Desura, and then Klaus and I will step out. I'll throw cover fire. And
Okay, so
will...
ambushed characters don't get a turn in the first round. Once all the characters that weren't ambushed have had a turn, the combat proceeds as normal. That is devastating. Okay,
Nice.
so all you guys will have an action first. What would you like to do?
Desura.
Desura I will stop communicating and I will send out my fog.
A little less conversation. All right, so then go ahead and try and manifest that. Oh yeah, and a 20. God dang, that's fucking cool.
Let's
So
see
she
if
does.
this
She
comes
can't move
through.
during this. She does require the totality of
It's a full
her
action,
focus.
yep.
Look at not a single goddamn exalted icon yet. Do you want to wrath that?
Yep, I'll wrath that.
Can't.
Come on.
Come on, where's that 6? There you go.
There we go.
Fucking beautiful. Okay, so you have 2 exalted icons.
Wow.
So what do you want to do with that other one? Do you want to put in glory? Do you want to? It would require 2 to reduce the activation. So you could have it. You could spend both of those to
Yeah,
reduce.
but I don't care. I will just sit still.
Okay. You guys go get shot. And let me check. I think the glory pool is
I'll do
twice
it.
the
Shall I
party
do it within
size.
30 meters? Yep.
Isn't it only the asterisk ones that you can do multiple times? Let's see.
Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, so I'll do it once and 1 more glory. So 20 meters and 1 more glory.
No, I've got it backwards, actually. The ones that are asterisks may only be selected once. Other potency options may be selected more than once. So yeah, you could put it up 20 meters if you like, if you don't want to dump it into glory. Or 30 meters, forgive me, 30.
I'll just do 30 meters. It's maybe overkill, but let's just do it.
Okay.
We've got 4 glory anyway.
All right. And so all of them are overwhelmed by the sense of distraction as Desura's warp-touched mind infuses theirs. Who would like to go next, Doctor or Ignatius?
I'm thinking I should. It doesn't really matter. I don't think.
No, probably not.
I'll go. I will.
I've got Desura on top of you. You should be able to grab your token still and move him.
Yes.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
I am going to. Oh, I'm going to put my. I'm going. Let's see here. I'm going to put myself here. See, I'll do it. Just so
And I
look.
fucked up. Wrath isn't ordered to. Oh no, I didn't. No, successes. Ignore me. Ignore me. And I think it's not successes. It's shifts you can add to damage. Let's see here.
What was the radius again, Kevin? On the grenade?
6 meters.
And the squares are 1 meter.
Squares are. I think they're 1 meter. It's. Let's see here. I think they're 1 meter.
All right.
Well, let me.
You heard him, boys. We've got him at 1 meter.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it. I can't remember offhand, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Because I learned my lesson when I tried to convert to actual units playing Savage Worlds. I'm like, this is just causing far too much fucking trouble, more than it's worth. Although I think actually that might be wrong. I think they might be 1 meter's 3 feet ish. So I think that is right. Yeah. So anyway, ignore me. Okay. So yeah, it'll be a radius of 6.
All right. So I'm going to try to put the grenade here.
Oh, I think you may need to. Actually, we should just leave that effect on for you for your voice.
Oh yeah. I like it. It's a natural for me.
All right, so Doctor, so your movement is done. What would you like to do next?
I'm going to try to toss a grenade right here.
Yep. Give us a ballistic check at difficulty 3. Oh, hold on. It's a thrown grenade, so it is. You know, I know we're looking up a bunch of stuff, but we're actually looking up different stuff in a lot of cases. Yeah. So, let's see here. For those listening at home, I apologize for the constant looking up, but this is how we learn. Here you go. Granata has a range of strength times 4 meters. What's your strength, Doctor?
My strength is 3.
So that's 12 meters is your short range. So you actually get +1 to hit.
Yes. Okay.
And then just give us a ballistic skill check.
And the meta currencies are all after the fact, right?
Wrath is to re-roll, Glory is to add dice.
Oh. So I could spin Glory right now.
But why would you? You can always do it afterwards.
Oh, got it. Didn't know that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, here we go.
And complication. Oh man, give us a Route 66 roll, please.
Emperor,
oh,
no!
Man,
please.
You drew the pin.
34. Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Weapon stuck. So that's also a miss. Oh, that's also a miss. Right now. So if it gets stuck, that means that we're going to scatter and it'll get stuck in something. You may have thrown it into the water in one of those pools, the bathing pools in the lavatorium. Would you like...
yes.
Go ahead and give us a wrath check.
Okay.
Or
Reroll,
spend wrath and re-roll. Sorry, re-roll the... That's 3, so now it's on target at least.
All right.
So what I'm going to say is the second grenade, the pin is fucked up on it. You're going to have to these idiots don't have any sense of, weapon discipline or weapon maintenance.
Yeah.
That hits solidly and then it goes off. That is their ambush, which means they don't have any actions, including the reaction they would need to be able, or reactive action to dive for cover. Which means they take the full damage, which is 10 points of damage. You got 4 extra dice. Give us 4 d6, please.
All right. 4d6.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4 extra damage. That is 14 points of damage. So they take 7 wounds from it. So that is... am I going to dive for cover with any of these? Nah, I got 40 minutes left. So this thing goes off, and every single one of them is blown back against the wall and falls down dead.
Oh.
Yeah, the combination of the ambush, because normally what they'd be able to do is they'd be able to take a full defense as a reaction and dive for cover. But
right.
Can't. And these guys are a lot less tough than those hybrids you fought before. So, Doctor, you run up and hit this thing. Huge explosion goes off. It is going to be difficult to picture that people everywhere in here has not heard that. So, you did your attack, you did your move. You get simple action if anything. Otherwise, someone else can. Oh, otherwise, Ignatius, you can go.
Draw my las. Make sure my las gun is in
ready
hand.
That sure. Ignatius, what are you doing?
He doesn't know what happened, so he's following the plan. He's gonna step out and be ready to fire, but I guess you probably see the massacre in the room and just be like,
smoke is coming down. There's bits of Xenos, of Genestealer hybrids all over the place in here. And Desura, you just suddenly hear kind of a all 6 voices or minds that you were affecting completely gone.
Oh.
I think let me hit refresh on mine. I can't see your camera right now. I'm not sure if you can see yourself, but
I can see the Doctor and myself, but
okay, let me hit reconnect.
I can see you now. Can't see Ignatius currently.
Okay. I still have a spinning. I got you. Jeff, you want to give us a reroll or refresh?
Oh, sorry.
Do you care? Or do you care to? Okay, so that is the explosion that has gone off. That is where you have positioned yourselves. What do you guys do next?
Let's press forward, shall we? Where is? Let's see.
I'll drop my mind fogging.
Okay.
I'll drop my mind fogging. Disappointed.
All right. Then
we're out of initiative at the moment.
Yeah, there's no obvious opponents right now, so you guys are out of initiative.
Yeah. So see what they were burning. Yes.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Yeah. Let me double check and see if there is other stuff. Now I gotta do like I did when I ran that Soulbound adventure, the one in Ulfenkarn. I made a little grid for myself because it was just such a pain in the butt trying to read from the module for where stuff was. All right. Which is to say I should do a base level of preparation. All right. What you can see up there seems to be some kind of room a little further ahead there that you can see, Doctor. I think you can see that right down here.
Oh, yes.
There's another corridor that leads down. That room has... Is that scourges on the wall? This may be the Misericord, where discipline is applied to monks.
Oh.
What you see in the room, though, that you've reached where the burning is happening.
The burning.
This chamber has a commune of fire that seems to have been amplified by various pieces of flammable material, including texts from the monastery's scriptorum and random items seized from the storeroom. The fire is well beyond its normal size and is close to breaking free from its container and catching some of the further timbers, which could set the entire room ablaze. There are also the ruined remains of those Xenos scum. And There is a room, looks like Doctor, just beyond that as well. And that is... Uh-oh. You are in trouble. Yeah, if you get there... Let me give you the... Oops, how about I get off the... Guys, I've done the thing where I try and move something with a measuring tool. So
oh, no.
No one else needs to do that tonight. Good news, good news. All right, and that is... Oh, dang it. I'm sorry. Hit my mic cord. Getting a little too excited. Cav, settle down. There seems as if there... Or it seems as if there are quite a few in there, and as soon as you come into range, Doctor, there is a ready to action that's going off.
Uh-oh.
Let me make sure I got it. And everyone gets a wrath.
Oh, right.
Okay, and I'm slowly learning here, guys. I'm keeping previously used tokens at the ready. All right. Now, first, I get my shot against you, Doctor. Your defense is what?
My defense is 8/4. Resilience Av, you mean, right?
No, I mean defense.
Oh, sorry, 3.
Okay. That's okay. All right, so 3, which means... Okay. So, 2. Ooh, I got an exalted icon, but it does not hit. And 1. So there are 2 of those same types of scum that you saw from before that have opened fire, and they're firing down at you. It basically misses you, and that door to your left, if you're facing down, it just explodes with shrapnel from where the gun hits, and you can hear them communicating to each other. And did you hear the word grenade? So
Cool.
Let's start at the top of this combat round. One of you guys gets to go. Last thing you heard was the word grenade.
Who's gonna go?
Who would like to go first here?
Factotum.
You guys do have 4 glory right now, so you're pretty sure you can spare 1, or you likely
That's
can
true.
spare 1 to go a second time, but it'll only be 2 of you who goes.
All right. Well, since I was probably, I'm a little closer. So since I will go first, perhaps.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you should.
I will shout grenade in case I was
Thank
the only
you.
one that heard it.
A free action.
Yep. And then I am going to let me think about this. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna run.
Okay.
I think that's what I like. Harken back to my training, and I think it's run. I think that is the great.
Yes.
If it's not dive behind a bunker, it is running. So
Yeah.
let's see.
I remember
1,
taking
2.
cover that covers a quarter of your body gives you +1, half your body gives you +2 to your defense.
So I go double my 6, right? So 12.
Exactly.
So I go diving back here.
Okay.
I run and leave my feet and do the full Superman
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grenade! And I go flying past Factotum.
Ignatius. All right, Ignatius, would you like to spend glory to go next?
Yes. As soon as he says that, I am.
Oh, shouldn't I move next? And then shouldn't I move next? And then we.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll move back to the same. I'll follow the lead of the dog.
Okay, so you both go racing around in the corner. It's a good thing because on one of their turn, I'll roll for 2 of them for tossing grenades in there. They really want to make sure you're well and truly dead. Yep. Oh, I get a point of ruin. It's the first time I've rolled, guys. First time running this game, I've actually rolled a. What do you call it? Exalted Icon on my Wrath dice. Can't tell you how pleased I am. Oh my fucking god!
Yes.
This game's amazing.
Yes.
It is good.
All right. So then this, there's 2 grenades that go off. Unfortunately, sadly, tragically, cannot reach you guys. 2 more massive explosions. If this place wasn't built for a siege, you might be worried about breaching the walls in here.
Yeah.
After those go off, you can hear someone shouting something, and there are, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3, 4, 6. There seems to be a squad that is advancing, but not running. And Desura, would you like to go?
I will then. Hang in again, sorry. I will just move up behind Ignatius.
Okay.
Hang in again,
So
sorry. I'm just going to... If my icon would move.
Okay.
There.
Perfect.
And... Oh no, in fact... can I rewind that? Let me try again with my fog and see if that...
Oh, yeah.
1,
Absolutely.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because
Let me do that.
depending on what your...
That may avoid them being able to dodge blast.
Yeah, and it would, at the very least, it would make him...
Or
What is it? Makes
mess
him
them up
hindered?
anyway.
What's the other thing?
Staggered.
Oh, it's staggered. Wow.
Hindered 2 and staggered.
Oh, and half move. That's amazing. Okay. So go ahead and give us your whammy.
I will when my machine spirit cooperates.
You mocked them earlier. They know. Someone call in the, what do you call it? Adeptus Mechanicus, please.
Yeah.
We need tech support.
My spirit is enraged. Oh, come on.
Let's see.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Sorry, guys. Right,
No,
here we go.
it happens. It's the Dave dramatic pause. Oh my god, Dragon Age is going to be nothing but dramatic pauses tomorrow. Between
Well, that'll
Dave's
give
internet and
everyone
your
a chance
internet.
to go for everyone will be able to look at their stunt points.
Yeah, my complaints about
try to do them.
4 exalted successes or exalted icons. Holy shit! Now you needed 4 in order to succeed,
So let's
right?
do 40 meters.
Well, hold on. How many did you need to succeed?
So I've. Oh,
Because I think it's
3.
Is it 3 or 4? It was listed as 4 on your.
No, it says 3
no,
on
it's
my
3.
thing.
Fucking 3. Yeah. So.
because it's telepathy as well.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I've got 3 instead of 4.
So that could be 40 meters, as you say, and you could you could trade 2 to make it an action if you wanted to move still, and make it 30 meters, or you can make it 40 meters and maybe put 1 in glory. What are you thinking?
Yep, I'll do that. 40 meters and 1 in glory.
Okay, there you go.
That should wipe them all out everywhere.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, there's the static that is hitting all of them, and your glory is now 4. Would you like to spend a point of glory to go next, guys?
We think.
We have a lot of it.
Oh wait, no. Oh, this was end of the first round. That was just Asura's last because she went last.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. Ignore me. So I still have one other group of enemies to go here. So let me see. I need to make a willpower check to even function right now, which is not. It's a willpower difficulty 6. It's not looking good for these guys. Nope. It's not that they needed to what? They needed to resist this thing. So there are 2. Okay, what are they going to do? Oh, and they have movement. They can't run because they're staggered. Oh my god. They're going to stay where they are because they just can't fucking move in. So that's the end of the round. We're done round 1. We're on to round 2. One of you guys gets to go first. And I think there's an incentive to have to sort of go last. Sorry for interrupting you, Sean.
Exactly.
Because it's not to the start of her turn she needs to decide whether to renew it or not.
I'll go first, unless you have something, Factotum.
No, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to get my movement on.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right. Well, my movement, I really, you know what? Because I couldn't see them, which is perfectly reasonable because I had thrown myself around the corner. So my movement is just getting myself situated behind cover.
Now, I'm going to double check. I think you can split up movement.
Oh.
Yeah, I think movement is just the total you can move throughout your things. Let me just double check that.
Okay. I don't think I'll need it, but, if you want to look it up.
You may take any other action at any point during a standard movement unless the rules for that action states otherwise. So you can split your movement up.
Okay. So I get myself all situated behind cover, get myself in a firing position.
Yep.
And I can still aim, right, with my simple?
You move, so you cannot.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Moving and aiming. And I just fire. I fire indeed.
And you want to salvo.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we should give it a...
So multi-action would be +2 to their... +2 to your difficulties, but your salvo of 3 could reduce that down to 0. So you just make 2 attacks as normal.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay. I think they're in your short range. You can have +1 to hit as well. Yep. So +1 to hit and +1 extra dice of damage. And the extra dice, you can actually add that on the thing, on the readout for the weapon.
Oh, okay. Yep. Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Okay, so then you...
So 1 bonus die to each, right? 1 bonus die to hit, 1 bonus die to damage?
Not a bonus dice. Bonus dice will apply to hit. Wait, hold on. Where does it go? It depends on where it's located on the thing. All right, so the ED, the bonus dice will be to your hit, which you get for short range. That's correct, and then you're going to get 1. If you hover over them, it tells you what it's for. God, that's what a great sheet. And you can increase the number of extra dice by 1 on this one, because I think it rolls 1 by default, and you'll get 1 extra because of the rapid fire at short range.
should I have that bonus die in the damage like I do?
Yeah. Most weapons have at least one extra dice in there, so there's a slight variable that'll have like 1 or 2 more or less. I'll double check when we're getting this ready here, but okay. Here we go. Las gun. Yeah, it starts with 1, so you can add 1 more in there. And then
it to hit, you mean, or
to hit, yes.
Yeah.
No, the extra damage, because the bonus to hit is because firing at short range, every weapon gets +1 bonus dice on their attack at short range. You've got rapid fire 1, so it adds 1 extra dice of damage at short range, because just stream of destructive light.
All right, here we go.
So your first target, that is 7. Okay, hold on. You need their defense is a 2.
That's an exalted icon on the Wrath.
Yeah. So right now you only it is. So you guys get a glory.
Glory.
And I feel like I don't know. Glory is gonna be an interesting one to see how, because I can see like regular use of it is kind of good, but also saving up for when you really need it and using all 4 dice to do something exceptional is also pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can also spend it to do damage, and you can also spend it to increase a critical. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. All right, so now that's a hit.
Using it for initiative was big a minute ago too. That was
hell
really
yeah!
big.
So you got 2 exalted icons in that as well. So you want to shift those for damage?
Yeah.
If you do, then you're just going to roll 2 extra damage dice. You'll be rolling 4 extra damage dice.
Okay. All right, here we go.
This is number 1. That is 9 damage. Okay, so there's no AP. So that'll be a hit, but not take him down. You could spend glory to add extra damage dice.
Let's do it.
Okay. How many would you like to spend? All 4 or? You know what? Hold on. You got a crit as well. Before we do that, roll your Route 66 dice, because you might hit a mortal wound, and it'll go right through their armor anyway. Critical. Headshot. Plus
There
1d. Give us a 1d3 roll. This might take the answers out, or the difficulty out of the equation here. My big money, and there you go. So it hits him in the head, which means, oh, and here incidentally is the way call shots work. Every penalty you take, so every extra thing you add to the difficulty for a hot to hit, that's an extra dice of damage you get to roll. That's just any call shot. That's how you treat that. All right, so that was a first hit with a salvo. That one is pegged right in the head. Go ahead and roll your attack on your second.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a big hit. 4 exalted icons and a crit on the Wrath die. Another point of glory.
Things are getting crazy.
Things are
for
getting
the doctor.
crazy here. You don't need to shift any of those exalted icons to get a hit, or you don't use them for successes. Do you want to put them all in damage?
I think so.
You're rolling 6 extra dice of damage on this hit. Roll when you're ready. And a critical. Roll Route 66 as well. So 10 points of damage. And then what's your Route 66 dice?
Let's see. There we go.
51 is overpowering assault. Target suffers 1d6 shock and is staggered. So right now, you have hit him. He is not killed. That is 6 resilience, so yeah. So you've hit him and injured him, but he's not down. Do you want to spend glory to try and bump that up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let's see here. Let's spend 2.
Okay. Oh, you know what? You don't roll. It's flat. Each glory you spend adds 1 to the total damage value. Full stop.
Yep. Okay.
That is fucking awesome. So 1 is all you need.
Okay.
So, as these guys are trying to advance, Doctor, you throw yourself around the corner and then you spin around and just fill the area down there with brilliant ruby light.
Just unloading my energy cell into the...
And I think you need to... I think reload is...
Yeah, gotta reload.
Is it an action or is it a... 184 is what page it's on.
Okay.
Let's see here. 184. Reloading is a simple action.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So Doctor has gone. That is the first person this round would either... Well, I guess... Well, you could move too, Doctor, if you choose to.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't think you've taken your simple action. You could also reload this round.
Definitely do that.
Okay.
I think that's what I do. Movement is... the problem is I would really be aiming for this next cover, and I don't have very good vision right there, so...
Okay.
I think I'm gonna hold my spot. I like my spot right now.
Then, Ignatius, you want to spend a point of glory? Seize the initiative.
I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I guess we have 4 left. Maybe I should.
It's up to you. Whatever.
Yeah, there's only a few minutes left, so.
Oh, fuck yeah, right.
So let's do it. So drop this to 3.
Okay.
And peek around the corner.
Looks like there's one that's poking his shoulder out down in that room with the fire, the communal fire.
Yeah. So I'll take a shot at him.
Okay. He's gonna... So it'll be a 4 in order to actually hit him.
Yeah, which I need some excellent successes to
You got
achieve.
3 glory you could draw on as well, and you got quite a bit of wrath.
Oh, so if I pre-spend glory, it's just +1 dice, right?
You would never want to spend a pre-spend. Always roll afterwards.
Oh, right.
Because you could roll exalted icons and get enough.
Right.
Like there, you got another point of glory.
Nice.
So what you could do is you could spend wrath and re-roll those other 2 dice. You got no risk of a complication right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Reroll. Nothing.
Nope. Still the 1, so you would need to spend some glory. How much you want to spend?
Yeah, let's spend 2.
Okay.
Ignatius, he may not act it, but he takes all the glory when he can.
He is an Aquari after all.
Family habit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get... So we click on the glory button and roll 2.
Yeah. So glory, I think you do this. Does it right?
Let's see here.
Oh, brutal.
Now, I think... Let's see here. Glory was on page 164. Let's see if you can spend wrath to re-roll it. You can only do this after the initial roll and re-rolls of failures using wrath. The bonus dice you gain through this cannot be re-rolled, so that answers that question.
Interesting.
Okay, so you fire and unfortunately miss him. I forgot to give you the option as well, firing through it. Because remember, you got that fucking plasma gun. So the bonus he gets to his cover, you roll 2 successes, that's enough to hit.
Oh, right. I don't necessarily have to try to...
The bulkhead here would be much more, a lot more protection than what the other ones. But I mean, it's your call. Do you think that you would have fired through it, or?
I mean, he's a... No, it's fine. I'll say he missed. I mean, he's not a great shot, and it is known.
Okay. So that is something to bear in mind for before. In future, like, one of the way, if you're a shit shot, what you can do is just shoot through the cover.
Yeah, next time I'll think of that.
Yeah. Then it is their turn. I will quickly run. So this one, I'll make my will save or check. Nope. Close though. This guy actually got pretty close to shaking it off. So he's only able to stagger forward. 3, 1, 2, 3. And he is going to try and throw a grenade. Unfortunately, because of Desura, that is a difficulty 5 task. And his ballistic skill is a 5. So I'm sure this will go well. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes. Oh. I got to, oh boy. All right.
He's motivated.
Yeah, so plink, plink, plink. It'll go right there. Yeah. And now, Desura, you have not acted yet. So you could use a reaction to go full defense and try and dive for cover.
Yeah, I better do that.
Okay. So full defense, your defense increases by... roll your initiative score, please.
Okay, sorry. Initiative. That's it rolling.
Okay. Nice! 3. So you're adding 4 to your resilience. What is your resilience?
My resilience is 4.
It's 4. Okay, great. So you got resilience 8, which means that this frag grenade. Nope. Give us your determination roll to resist the damage that we'll do the guys in a sec here. Let's see how much you're going to convert. Fucking hell, 6! So you will take 6 points of damage. No, your resilience is an 8. You will take 2 points of damage, both of which is shock. So this thing hits, Desura dies for cover, kind of rings her bell a bit, but does not hit. Now you guys, unfortunately, have gone.
Yeah. Do we have reactions, or...
You do have reactions. Let's see here. You can activate full defense as a reflexive action. If you do, you can't perform movement, combat actions, or simple actions on your next turn. I imagine that's fine with both of you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What's the list again we can't do? What was it, Kevin?
Combat actions, movement, or simple actions. You use reflexive actions. That's it. Next turn.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah,
what it'll do is it'll add to your resilience against the damage of this thing.
Yeah, better do it.
Okay. So then go ahead and give us a combat initiative check, please. Nice. All right, so Doctor is getting 2 extra resilience, which I think brings you to what, 10 total?
Yes.
And then Captain or Factotum Ignatius, you get 4 extra, which brings you to what, an 8 total or higher?
11. I have 7 resilience.
Fuck, that's awesome. Okay, so 11. Yeah. Then Ignatius, you take no damage whatsoever. And Doctor, you've got a 12 right now. Likewise, you take no damage. So the two of you dive for cover into the, I guess, back in the corridor. Here.
Yeah, probably.
What the? Ah! And, oh no! It goes up to Suri. You dive for cover over here, I guess. The explosion goes off, and you're not dead.
We're not dead.
Huzzah.
That's always a plus.
That is
Yes.
always a plus, and I'll move these guys. Some more reinforcements are moving up. And they're so limited in their movement because of the disruption.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's awesome. All right, then we'll end our turn with Desura. You're spending, what is it, 1 shock to maintain?
1 shock to maintain, yeah, please.
Awesome. So you're just on the ground, maintaining that shock. That brings us to the end of our session, guys.
Nice.
Crazy.
So then, let's see here.
May I use 1 wrath as well to...
Yes, spend your wrath, guys, to get your shock back. If you've got any leftover shock, it's
that'll get me up
3
to
points per point of wrath you've got left. Spend that to get your shock back if it's down.
Oh, right, yeah.
Good call. Good call. And I don't find that's just cheats. Like I know we've subsequently changed how we're doing that in getting hit points back. The shock, because it's, you know, like it's gated by way. I think that doesn't feel cheese to me.
Yeah.
But that was great. Okay, so that brings us, man, like I know we spent time looking up more stuff today, but I felt like we knew that move smoother than our last combat, a couple of combats with it too. So we're definitely getting there with this, and with 3 party members now too. So then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for part 3 of Hands of the House, where our heroes are trying to liberate a monastery from a gene stealer Xenos cult. We will be back in the Coronis Expanse in 2 weeks' time, but until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your... Oh, I'm skipping a whole bunch of outro here. Jesus. For those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and we will endeavor to reply I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server in the description of this video. You can find a channel there dedicated to Warhammer games, all the ones we run on the channel, as well as most other games we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other channels with some terrific people on them. You are more than welcome to join us over there. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have a terrific selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they do not have something in stock that, well, you are looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in, and then you can pick it up at your leisure. And if you enter the code MuserWinter at checkout on a purchase of $10 or more, you will save yourself 10% on your purchase. There's also a link down below to our something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising activity we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages, the international charity, a really incredible organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children, including ongoing relief efforts in a bunch of crisis areas. You can learn all about that by following the link down below, and all donations through that link go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it comes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to benefit the kids who benefit from their services. There is also a link down below to actually, no, hold on. There are no more links. I'm lying. Completely lying. The charity initiatives for this year, in past, let me raise it. This past year, this year, for the first half of the year, we are running a series of charity sessions selected by donors from last year. We'll be starting a 2-part Dragon Age adventure for that starting tomorrow. We will also be, at the mid-year, we'll be switching over, and donors from this year will start voting on the sessions we're going to play for charity for the remaining sessions of the year. So if you have made a donation since the beginning of the year, we will be thanking you in that manner. Last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to our stalwart, grim and perilous heroes. So James, Jeffrey, and Sean, thank you so much for joining me back in the Coronis Expanse with some more wrath and glory. Sean, you said you played this before, so it's not a first time playing for it, but
It's been a while though. But
yeah. But we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our agents of House Aquare are encountering. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.